Hello. So it's that time of year where everything is cold and dark and gray and dreary and miserable. Oh, what a joyous time it is. Oh. Alright, so I thought I'd try to brighten up the gray and dreariness by making a nice, fancy, colorful light. I stuck some boxes together, covered it with a sheet of Mylar, put in some LEDs, and here we go. What do you think? So I went with the RGB. Now I wanted this thing to be really bright and colorful and, something that'll just cheer me up and be kind of weird and quirky and cool. But I also wanted it to be actual practical lighting. So I thought the best way to achieve that is to make sure that even though these pure intense colors look very bright and vibrant and intense and saturated, I wanted it to balance out throughout the room as just white light. So if you look over here, these are the same super low quality RGB light strips. With all three lights going, they tend to blend together to make what looks like white light. For here, red, green, blue, when combined, would average out into white light, but it would still, you'd get different stuff happening. So I decided to, how can I describe it? So below the red, right here, is the combination of green and blue. Below the green is the combination of red and blue. And of course below the blue is yellow, which is a combination of red and green. So each section on its own this way is an even balance of all RGB elements. So yeah, it's kind of nice just having this cool, intense, crazy contraption back here. And it's one of those weird things. Usually house or apartment lighting will be either lamps and shades and stuff like that, so it's kind of interesting just to have a big soft light source. I find LED light kind of unusual in that it, to a human eye, it doesn't always look super bright or super intense, but if you put a camera up, there's more light in the room than you'd expect. It's really kind of interesting, actually. It's almost like the opposite of halogen, where you have a halogen burning in a room and it's like burning out your eyeballs, like, oh god, I can't see anything. But in a camera, you're like, yeah, it looks like average lighting. So yeah, LEDs are kind of the opposite of that, and that's kind of cool. But yeah, so the construction process was lots of fun. Just took some wooden panels meant for painting on, but I used them backwards, and I ran a strip of RGB LEDs all along the inside of each one. The Mylar, just a simple diffusion. The wiring is quite the ugly, horrific mess because I didn't really want to buy electrical tape because I didn't feel like going outside because it was freaking cold out, and I don't want to go outside when it's cold. I just want to be wrapped up in a blankie. So yeah, that's the kind of crap I end up doing trying to cheer myself up during this time of year.